Hey guys, I'm here with Robert and his wife Shannon. They are very involved in the Norwood area, kind of buying and rehabbing houses here. It's a real historic area. They've done quite a few projects here. How many do you think?
So we've done about 26 properties in Norwood. Norwood was the first planned neighborhood in Birmingham.
Okay.
And so it's on the actual National Historic Register,
Okay.
the neighborhood itself, not just the individual houses.
Okay.
So really, initially, we lived in Norwood.
Okay.
We bought a house that cost $4,000.
Wow.
Yeah, and
It was a $4,000
we lived in a $4,000 house, right? I mean,
But it was livable.
No.
it was not livable.
It was not
It was
livable.
not. We lived in
Y'all
a
made it
non-livable
livable.
house. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we got falling in love with the neighborhood and the people around us and
Okay.
the events and stuff that happens
Okay.
over here.
When Houston flooded, Robert was going to go and take his crew to Houston and help those impacted by the flood. So I really thought that was really cool. So he was trying to raise some money and others to help. So that's kind of how I met him. And I was really impressed by his willingness to help people. He's just a really good dude, him and his wife both. I get why you choose this area, but these houses, being so old, are really tough to rehab, aren't they? Because I've had some experience.
Very hard.
Yes.
Very hard.
Yes. What are the challenges here?
So one of the biggest challenges is working with the city and the design and review, which it's a pain, but I mean, I get it. I get it.
yeah.
You know, the people that have lived here for a long time want to preserve what they have, and so that's the steps you have to go to.
So in that, you have to like get the exterior colors approved. You have to get the exterior products
Yeah,
approved.
the windows and what type of windows
right,
and what they
front
look
door.
like.
Well, let's go look at it.
All right.
Okay, so I guess this is a crawl space underneath here?
Yes, and it goes like 12 feet down. And
Okay.
these rocks go all the way down and sit on this massive concrete pillar.
So are you
Incredible.
gonna put some tile out here, some slate?
We're gonna go with what was original, and it's
Wood?
tongue and groove,
Tongue and groove wood.
3-inch wood.
Got you,
It's gonna be beautiful.
yeah. So are you gonna put hardy siding out here?
Hardy siding,
Okay.
and we're doing the small hardy siding, you know, with
Right.
a 5-inch reveal
Yes.
to make it look, you can see how
Kind of
small
like
the
what that
siding
is
was.
over there, but in a hardy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see how small our siding was when
Yeah.
it was on here. And this
Do you
was
have
cedar.
to match that on the historic?
We don't have to.
Okay.
But we're
If
trying
you just
to,
did a bigger lap siding, could you do that?
you can.
It just wouldn't match what's here.
Right, and we have
And-
several historical pictures of what this house used to look like,
Right.
and so we're trying to keep it.
Where do you find those pictures at? At the library?
Yes, at the downtown library,
Okay.
if you go down in the basement, like this
Yeah,
little
I've been
dungeon,
there.
have
Yeah,
you been down
yeah.
there?
Where
I've
they
done that
take
on
your
a few
pens
houses.
and pencils and
Yes.
phones.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's funny, right?
So he'll actually do the homework to go to the library and pull pictures of these old houses and try to match that. That's pretty cool. So even though they buy and sell a lot of houses in this area to flip, this particular house is a homeowner that's hired him to do the
To
remodel.
do it.
Yeah.
And they weren't able to do this until we flipped all these
Right,
20-some
because the
houses
value
in the
is here
neighborhood.
now.
We brought
Right.
the value. I think the unknown is the biggest thing. Like, so we've gone in and been like, man, somebody's living in this house. Look, the power's on. They're flushing toilets. Everything's good.
Yeah.
And then we get in and we're like, oh, you
yeah.
pull the carpet up and you're like, well, the termites ate everything.
Right.
The carpet's holding this up.
Right, yeah.
It's terrible.
So me and Robert have had a lot of talks about the historic homes and really how difficult those are to rehab and flip. I think, you know, he kind of falls in love with the project. I try not to do that. Sometimes I can't help it, but I think when you fall in love with those old houses and you go really deep into the remodel, it just costs a lot of money, takes a lot of time. What advice would you give somebody who's wanting to get into trying to flip historic homes like this?
I mean, initially I would say don't do it.
Right.
Right? I mean, honestly.
I
But
feel your pain.
I think
Yeah.
I think really just be prepared to spend some money.
Yeah.
Be prepared to spend
Especially if you're
more.
going to do it right.
If you're gonna do it
Yeah.
right, be prepared.
And I guess inspections are pretty tough on these houses too, right?
Inspections are tough, but if you're doing things right,
Yeah.
inspections are just inspections.
And I guess once you do it over and over and over, it gets easier. Yeah, inspectors learn how y'all do things and doing them right. it
Well, and
makes it
because
easier.
we got them down to the studs, it opens it up for the inspectors to see exactly what
Absolutely,
we've done.
We're over here with my friend Joe. We met Joe in the neighborhood, what, Joe? Several months, 3 or 4 months ago?
About 4 months ago, sir.
About 4 months ago. And
Yes,
Joe
sir.
and I started talking, and we became friends. And Joe, instead of like a lot of guys around here asking for money, was asking for work. And we were like really impressed with that. And so Joe came to work for us.
Several days on time.
Grinding it out all day. And so we're really trying to help Joe come up, you know?
Got a couple years of homeless and glad through God to meet this man. I was working at a friend's house doing a little odd job for her, and I was kind of hungry, standing outside, and he bought me something to eat.
Boom, I remember that.
I have experience in this through my dad. When I was growing up, I just did a lot of odd jobs with him before I got into a little trouble.
Shannon and I had a long history of being homeless and had some problems, and it took other people to help us come up out of that. And we're hoping that we can be those people for Joe.
So we are going to roll out a GoFundMe and a website in the next couple of days because we want to help Joe get into an apartment of his own. And so we want to ask for donations to help pay for a year's worth of rent and utilities, and then we'll provide furnishings and kind of just be that catalyst for him to get back up on his feet. He's currently working with 3D properties now, so he's earning a little bit of his own way, and we're going to kind of help him figure out how to manage that money and make him whole again. So the website's going to be gojoebeham.com. And so that will have the GoFundMe link on there, and it's just gojoebeham.com.
Both Robert and his wife Shannon are really good about giving back. They, I wasn't surprised by the story. You know, they are always doing things like that, and I think that's kind of what draws me to them. But yeah, I think it's a great story. I hope everything works out with Joe, and I hope he has a wonderful life. We're at Robert and Shannon's Flip in Norwood. It's actually a finished product. It's on the market. We're gonna go inside and check it out. So who chooses y'all's colors, designs, and all that? I love the blue.
Do you?
Yeah, it's actually really popular on, like, you know, old houses.
So old houses, they did this
Yeah,
back in the day
yeah,
called
to
paint
sca-
blue, right?
Yes, to scare away evil spirits.
Yeah,
Have
evil
you heard that?
spirits,
Yeah,
paint
yeah.
blue.
Yeah.
Now, hey Matthew, look at this.
Oh my God, this is awesome, dude.
This,
That person used to live
this is
here.
an urn. This is JC, and nobody has felt the need to get rid of JC. We just kind of left it here the whole time.
Okay.
That's awesome.
I already have.
We don't know what to
I'm
do with
ahead of you.
JC.
So the previous owner still lives here. Kind of creepy. So the light fixtures look great. Dude, it's beautiful. So did you already, who closed that up? Is that
We
already done?
closed it up.
Yeah.
We'll have the chimney service come out and inspect, and after about 10 of them, you're like, let's just
Yeah.
not even get them.
Right.
Yeah,
But he does take the time to make sure that every little thing opens and works.
that's good. Yeah.
Every window in this house, they redid the pulleys and ropes, so they all
On the
open.
window?
They,
Yeah.
all the original windows open.
Like these. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I guess all of them, right?
Yeah. And then look, we had these guys come and do, this is original to the house. But you know,
Dude,
it had
you're
30
serious,
layers
man.
of
I
paint
love
on
it.
it. Isn't it beautiful? It's just a little bitty piece of
I mean,
history.
all these little touches really help, I think. So are you having to finish the island side, or is it already finished like that?
What do you mean?
Like here?
Oh yeah, it comes finished like that. I got a real good cabinet man that comes when he said, he does everything he's supposed to, and it's fast. Everybody else is waiting on cabinets, it's fast.
This is light years above most flips I see.
Look at my backyard.
Yeah. You're spending some money, you can tell. Nice laundry room. So is this a 3-bedroom? Yeah.
This
It's
3-bedroom,
32.
2 full
What was
bath.
this room?
It was just a big house. So
Yeah.
we gave somebody a really nice big laundry room.
Was the layout kind of like this already, or did you change it?
No,
Yeah.
the whole, this was, you know, these, when they were built in this time period, they're real closed off.
Right.
You can go through one room, get to another room, and then go to a third room. So we changed the layout completely.
Being an old house or just a big house that needs a lot of work, you know, those can go, you know, half a year to a year sometimes. And not only because the holding costs can really drain your budget, but the market can shift in the middle of a big project like that. So I try to buy as many houses as I can that I can get kind of in and out in under 90 days. I think that's the safest play.